2020 vision, I can see it so clear. So I'm out that I love her when she see me on the TV. Missing all old friends, missing all lifestyle. But I got bigger things coming, at least for a girl, Bitch, she love me, now she see me at the top. I should wish you when we talking, we ain't stop. I'ma do this show.
Test if the audio sounds good, and if it does sound good, we're gonna go ahead and start recording. Hopefully it does. If not, I'm gonna go fuck myself like I said. Oh, I can't. I just unplugged my mouse and I'm trying to use my mouse, dude. Fucking idiot. Welcome back to the Daddies Podcast, starring Godspeed and only Godspeed for today's podcast episode. Oliver is sick. He and I called on Thursday night, and he was saying he was feeling kind of weird, and his girlfriend as well. So he didn't want to risk coming over here and giving everyone COVID if he had COVID or not. So he didn't show up this weekend. I'm kind of lonely. I was telling him earlier that the family usually sends us to go do errands, like buy milk or buy something every single weekend, and it's usually him and me and the other flamer, Josue, buying stuff, like fucking around. And this weekend it was just me alone in the cold, and yeah, so it's gonna be me. If you see me looking at my phone or over here, it's for the topics, because I have some topics for today. The plan was, well, I had two plans, but they kind of didn't go the way we wanted it. So it's okay. So it's just gonna be me today. So this should be interesting. This is the first time that either one of us does the podcast alone, records everything alone, edits everything alone, makes the thumbnail alone. Usually it's two of us or three of us together. Today's the first time I do it alone, and this should be very weird and strange, and I'm gonna try and make it as professional as possible. I can't even say that without laughing, because you already know the videos that we make. I mean, they are shot professionally. But yeah, so we'll see how this goes. That was the first topic, right? Oliver is sick, and I want to talk about COVID. We did talk about COVID a bit in the last episode, but it really is taking over everything. I personally go to a high school with my aunt where I practice, because for those of you who don't know, I used to run, and I plan to run this fall semester, and I go help my aunt with coaching hurdles, and a lot of the students there have also been getting sick, and they've been canceling practice. And I've still been running on my own, but man, COVID really is taking over. I know some countries are shutting down schools again, and I know for school, for us, the first 2 weeks are going to be online learning, which is crazy. Who knows if we'll go back to fully learning online. I kind of hope we don't, but at the same time, I don't think I would mind it, because I'm more of a, I don't really like going out as much. Okay. We're back. The camera, or not the camera, the SD card got full, and that's happened twice to me already today. 2 of the SD cards got full. I gotta fucking delete them. Gotta delete the porn off of them. But what I was saying, I wouldn't mind if school was online, but at the same time, I kind of do want to go out because my girlfriend's gonna go to the same school as me. It's the first time, so I want to see how that would be and experience it. But At the same time, I wouldn't mind if it's online again. But, so, topics. I want to talk about something we were supposed to talk about in the first podcast episode of this year. And that was buying our first NFTs. Me and my cousin it was the day before, or it was New Year's Eve, and he gets here because he lives in Brownsville, and he comes up to me and he's like, yo, I want to run something by you. And I was like, okay, like, what is it? And he shows me a project, an NFT project that he's been looking into, and the mint release is going to be the next day. He was explaining that there's 10,000 of them, and there's only going to be 10,000 of them, so first come first serve basis. And I was like, oh, okay. So I looked into the white paper. The white paper for any project or any crypto talks about in detail what they plan to do with the project itself and or the crypto, and it gives you a full rundown on what they plan to do. And usually you want to make sure that the project is not a scam or is just trying to get your money. So you want to look at the white paper, make sure they have a white paper so you can see their planned out details. And when I saw it, their details were like precise, what they want to do every single quarter of this year. Every single quarter, meaning every 3 months, they have a plan to do, a plan of action to do, and they're already implementing the plan they had for the first quarter. And so I was like, okay, yeah, fuck it, like you should buy the NFT. Why not start off the year with a bang, do something different? And I know a lot of people have their opinions on NFTs, but me personally, I've seen people make a lot of money off of it. For those of you who know, I was a part of a company, a multi-marketing company that I'm no longer a part of, but they did show me some interesting things like cryptos and NFTs and the metaverse, and people have been profiting off of it. That's one thing that I will give them credit for. Their education is somewhat decent because they give you the insight on all this stuff. So I knew somewhat of NFTs, and I didn't know you could actually earn passive income owning an NFT. It depends on the project you have, obviously. So then the day comes, it's at 2 p.m. and we completely forgot. We stayed up until like 4 in the morning because it was New Year's, obviously, and we woke up late, and it was like 2 p.m. and we're like, fuck, the mint's already public. What the fuck? What do we gotta do? We have to buy this. We have to send it to this wallet. We have to buy this, and like, what do we have to do? We were like just all over the place, obviously. So what ended up happening was we finally get it done after freaking out for a good while, and he mints his first NFT, and I'm gonna show it here. And we were like, yo, that looks sick, dude, like that's fire. Like we were like, what the fuck, like I can't believe we actually did it. Like we were so hyped, and the public sale was going by fast. Like every single time you refresh the page, you would see the number from like 10,000. Like it would show you like 100 people minted, 200 people minted, 400 people minted. Like it was going fast. So we were like, oh fuck. So he minted his first one, and then I was like, dude, that's crazy. It looks sick as fuck. And he was like, do you want one? And I was like, dude, I don't even know how that would work. Like how would you send it to my wallet? Like all this stuff. But he ended up minting a second one, which is right here. And the second one was a rare, so it's worth more than the first one. But basically, it costed 1 SOL to mint. 1 SOL at the time was worth $170. I believe right now it's like at 150 or 140. And it costed 1 SOL to mint. And we were like, dude, these look sick. The art looks crazy. The white paper is insane. Basically, the white paper says anyone that holds the duck that doesn't sell is gonna earn rewards every single week, and there's gonna be a play to earn game coming where you're gonna be able to use your duck in the game. I know someone was able to use their duck in the sandbox game. If you don't know what the sandbox is, it's a metaverse, and there's a bunch of land, right? Virtual real estate. That's basically what it is. Virtual lands that people auction, people buy. Once you get that land, you own it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can make it into a mini game, you can make it into a huge mansion where people just party, and you earn passive income if people join your land and do activities in it, which is something else, right? But you're able to put your duck in the game, and I don't think that's a game they meant to do it in. I think there's going to be more to it than that, but he got those two NFTs, Daz Ducks, that's what they're called, and they look sick, and the mint price was 1 SOL. The floor price, meaning the minimum price they're going for right now, is like 4.5 SOL. So that means technically he's quadrupled his money from whatever he spent. And that's if he sells it, obviously. But if it goes higher, and it has been going higher, and obviously with more time to come, all these things they have planned for this project, it's gonna go crazy. I know one of the Daz Ducks sold for 300 SOL. I'm not sure what 300 SOL is worth. Let's look it up. So I just did the calculations. 300 SOL is worth $44,000 right now. $44,000 a duck sold for. It was a legendary, and that was a couple days ago. And recently they just released their dashboard where people that hold the ducks are able to claim the rewards that they get for holding their ducks. So that was pretty crazy. And I know I also bought an NFT, and it's called Nimpo Geico, and I'm gonna show it right here. And basically it's ninjas, right? They're ninjas, just like Naruto. They have a lot of inspiration from various animes, but the one I see the most is Naruto. And so I'm gonna be an open book here. If I had probably looked into it for maybe like 10-15 more minutes into the project, into the Discords, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But I was so hyped that he had gotten his own that I was like, dude, I want to do something crazy too and get my own NFT. And I did. I minted it. It was 0.33 SOL, which is probably like 60 to 70 bucks. And the art looks cool. You're able to claim chakra every single day with the NFT if you don't sell it. And I was like, dude, that sounds cool. Like, you're able to claim crypto owning an NFT. Like, that's dope. And then in the future, you're gonna be able to claim a land, which is also gonna let you claim crypto with it, and it's gonna be even faster, the process. So I was like, dude, that sounds cool as hell. I'm in. I want to buy it. I buy it, and then I realized that their crypto isn't worth much right now. Now the crypto is worth like maybe like 10 cents or 20 cents. Like, that'd be dope. But right now it's not even close to that, like, at all. So that's one reason why I was like, if I had studied it more, I wouldn't have bought into it because of that reason. I also saw that some of the devs of the project left, so not many people are behind it anymore, and they had to restart the project itself because so many people left. So those are some of the mistakes I made. If you're gonna look into buy NFTs, I'd say there's probably 2 to 3 things you want to make sure before you look into it. Make sure they have a roadmap, a white paper, meaning they have some sort of timeline and what they plan to do in the future within the next year or 2 years. If it's 2 years, even better. 2, check if the Discord is active. I just saw that there was like 2,000 members on the Discord, and I was like, yo, that's an active Discord. Wasn't active at all. Once I purchased it and tried to text people on there, it wasn't active at all. So number 2, Discords. And number 3, check the check how many people are minting and the activity price on secondary markets. So when a project goes live to mint, you want to see it sell out quickly. And I didn't realize that when I was first buying it, but this project has been live for a month. Now, it's not even close to the amount of mints they can do. So it's been around for a month and it hasn't sold out. That can tell you everything right there. Like I said, my cousin, when he minted the Daz Ducks, he minted them, and 16 hours later, the 10,000 sold out. and that was really fast. This had been going on for a month. If I had known that, I wouldn't have minted, but it's okay. You get to learn from your mistakes, and I can tell you now. So you want to make sure that the minting is going fast, and you want to make sure on secondary markets like OpenSea or Magic Eden, where people list their NFTs to sell, you want to make sure the project itself, they're selling quickly. So if I go to Magic Eden right now, I know for a fact, if I look at the Daddies activity, every single minute someone's selling. If I go on to Nimpo Geico's on Magic Eden, you can see clearly that they sell maybe once every day, once every 2 days. So that's how you know if there's a lot of people behind it and believe in the project. So that's one thing for sure I want to talk about, NFTs. And honestly, I see why they're so popular, because I know when he first got his NFT, you felt like you're a part of something. And I know if you yourself have not felt like you're a part of something your entire life, and you see NFTs and you see a group of people pushing some project and so many other crazy things, and then you mint it, you feel like you're a part of something and you're behind the culture. You feel like you feel like you're a part of something in the community, and you feel better. I think that's the whole thing with NFTs as well. Yeah, the art's really cool, and the main reason why my cousin got it was because of the art, and me too, obviously, because of ninjas and Naruto. Naruto is one of my favorite animes. But if there's a roadmap behind the project, even better. Just like Daddies, like I know for a fact Daddies is a really good project, and my cousin got behind it, and he got really lucky there. But yeah, that's NFTs is one of the things I wanted to talk about. So the second thing I want to talk about is something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time, but I know it costs a lot of money, especially with the amount of, I don't know what the term is exactly, but I know the prices for some of the things that you need for this have gone high, especially the quality of the items themselves. I'm talking about crypto mining. So I know the more advanced your rig is, the faster it is, the better it is. The more 3060 Ti's or whatever the fuck, I don't even know any of the terms for computers or PCs, but I know the better the specs, the better it is for mining. And I know it was very expensive to even get into that whole space, and I was like, dude, I wish I can do it, but I can't. And you can do it off your laptop, but who knows if your laptop's gonna survive long enough to keep on mining whatever you want to mine. So I stopped following it. I didn't know what to do with it, and until recently I saw a YouTube video pop up on Helium. So Helium, you can mine helium, and I was like, oh, that's cool, you can mine helium. You need a rig for it, like you need all this stuff plugged in and all this crazy shit. You have to buy specs, all these things, wait for it to come within 2 months, the specs, and spend thousands of dollars just to get the rigs themselves. Like, is it that type of thing? If not, I'm not really interested, because I don't got that money, bro, if I'm gonna be honest. But I continued to watch the video, and it surprised me because mining helium is not as complicated as it seems. You need a hotspot machine that mines the crypto itself, and that's it. You don't need a rig, you don't need all these wires connected to something else. All you need is the machine itself and an antenna connected to it. And I was like, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, that's not even a lot of equipment. I can put that on my desk if I wanted to. And it's crazy, guys. So mining helium, what I've seen online on YouTube, is probably the most profitable way to mine crypto. And I saw so many videos, so many things, and I believe it, and I want to do it, and I know my cousin wants to do it as well. And that's something I want to talk about, making passive income on the side. So you're probably wondering, how much does it cost to even do it? Depends on the machine you want to buy. I know the Bobcat 300 is the most popular one, and it costs like 520 bucks. And I know some people that have made that back within the first month. And these guys on YouTube, some of them have studied in school like business and all that stuff, so they know a thing or two about business. And he was explaining that if you invest into a business, you want to see you break even within the first year or 3 years. First year to 3 years, if you break even, that's really good. Now we're talking about a machine that mines crypto. You just plug in and you can make that back within the first month or 3 months if you do your proper research. And that's crazy, because if you think about it, within the year you're gonna at least 6x it if you do everything right and follow all the steps, and that's fucking insane. So the Helium network sounds really cool. It looks fun as hell to get into as well. And basically what it is, you just get the machine, you plug it in, you set it up with your phone, you connect everything to your phone, and you mine helium. Right now, one helium is worth $34, I believe, or 35. Obviously it ranges. I'm not gonna check because I don't want to just check, but I know it's somewhere around 35 to $40. And I know people within their first month, they make 10 helium, and what is that? 10 times 30? I don't even know. 10 times 30, like 300, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 300, which is crazy. Like, they've already made half of their investment within the first month. I hope I did the math right. I'm not even gonna think about it, but we'll just keep on going. But yeah, so I was looking into this. It sounds crazy, and you can actually check online who has a miner near you. So if you look up Helium Network and you go into your area where you live in, you can see all these hexagons everywhere, right? And if there's a hexagon highlighted, that means someone's mining helium in that area. Now, if there's a number on it, that means there's more than one helium miner, and that's not good for anyone. If there's 3 helium miners in the same area, they're going to be competing for all the helium in that area, and it's not going to be good for the machines. But if there's helium miners like all around each other, not in their locate, like in the areas, but around each other, that's really good because they all compete against each other. But I know I was surprised to see that in my area, there's actually quite a bit. Especially in McAllen, I was like, what the hell, like there's actually a lot of people mining, and you can see clearly if there's like a miner by itself, they're not going to produce as much, but if there's miners near each other, they're going to produce more than that one that's by itself. And in where I specifically live, there's no miner yet, and I know I was telling my cousin about that, and he was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like that, he was like freaking out. And some of the things that you want to look into first is how high can you put it above the ground, because like I said, you need an antenna, and obviously all these antennas are huge, like all the network towers and stuff. So if the antenna is like in your basement with the machine, it's not going to be able to connect to anyone or anything in the network, and it's not going to produce as much helium as you want it to. So you'd want it to be as high above the ground as you can, and have the antenna, like I said, as high above the ground as you can to connect to everything around the world, around your area as well, and you'll produce more helium like that, which is pretty cool. I know the antenna specs also matter. You can do more research on that if you want. I'll put videos in the link in the bio to show y'all if y'all want to learn more about it. But mining helium is something that sounds really cool, has been profitable for a lot of people. If you do enough research and you find out stuff, you'll be able to find out if it's for you or if it's not for you. Because depending on the area you live in, it kind of does dictate how much you'll produce. And I think the area I live in is like the right amount of people that I need, and not so much people, because I know there's areas like in Washington and in California where you see a hexagon and there's like a big number on it, like 10. And if there's a 10 on it, that probably means that most of those miners in that area are not going to produce enough helium at all. Like they're not going to be able to make helium at all within the area. So you want to make sure that within your area there's not that many people doing it, but enough people to where people can compete against each other and mine helium. But yeah, that's some of the stuff that I was looking into, and I was like freaking out. So don't be surprised if you see a Bobcat 300 within the next couple of months, because I know for a fact that me and my cousin want to do it, and it looks really fun and cool. You'll be able to see your profits within your phone. And one thing I do want to say, do not buy a miner or a machine for helium on Amazon or anything, because of the fact that if you buy it off of Amazon, first of all, it's going to be double or triple the price, because these companies, they're selling out like crazy, and obviously people buy them to resell them to make money. But also because of the fact that if you buy one off of Amazon and someone already turned it on and connected it to their phone with the addresses and everything, and you buy it yourself, you're not going to be able to connect to it at all, because realize the person that just bought it has already connected it to their phone. So the only way that it can actually work is if they disconnected it and then send it to you. And you truly never know if someone actually did that or not. So that can really, I know I've seen people lose money because of that fact, because they're buying it online, they realize they can't even connect it to their phone, and they lose their money. So that's one thing I do want to say about getting the miner itself, because you never know this stuff. I know people made mistakes online, and I saw it, I was like, oh shit. The Awair Element, and this machine, I'll probably be putting pictures of how they look on the screen. It looks like a speaker, if I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I have a speaker right here. The Awair Element is more thinner than this and longer, probably like this wide. It's white, and what it does is it tracks the temperature, the carbon dioxide levels, the humidity, and the dust levels, and all these things. Basically, it checks the air quality that you're breathing every single day. Like I said, all these things, I'll be putting up like all the stuff for the websites on here. And it checks your air quality throughout the day, and it's really cool. It costs $300, but here's the cool side about it. Not only does it help you improve your air quality that you're breathing, or I know the guy in the video was saying that he was vacuuming his house, and when he finished, a notification popped up from the app itself, and the Awair Element was telling him, hey, did you just vacuum your house? Because the dust particles are really high right now. You should open your windows to prevent a headache. And he was like, yo, like, I never even knew that was happening. Like, he would say he would get headaches when he would vacuum because he didn't even know that was a thing. Once he opened the windows, he was breathing in air from the outside. He didn't get any headaches or congestion anymore. So not only does it help you breathe in the air quality, it produces crypto as well. You earn planets every single day, I believe. And that is anywhere from 18 to 21 on average. And right now, if we look at it, I believe planets are worth 35 cents. So if you're making 19 planets every single day, that's like $6.50 every single day. And if you do 6 times 30, that's 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. That's $180 every single month. You'll be able to make the money you spent within the first 2 months, because 180 plus 180 is 280. That's $360 every single 2 months. So that's crazy. You can make the money you spent also within the next 2 months, which is crazy. Like I said earlier, if you invest into a business and you make that money within the first year or 3 years, that's really good. We're talking about a machine that helps you improve your air quality, and as well as you earn passive income through it. And I know the guy that was on the video, he was explaining, he was like, dude, like, it's slow passive income, but I mean, it's still passive income at the end of the day. And he was explaining that he ordered like 3, or he was gonna order like 4 more of them, so he can put them at his friends' houses and family's houses, so he can produce even more passive income, which is crazy as hell. Like, just think of that, like ordering more and more. That's really cool, dude. And that's something that I also wanted to look into. I believe if I were to pick one first, I think I'd pick the Bobcat 300 first, the Helium Miner that I was talking about earlier, and then maybe the Awair, which would be really cool. Something that I do want to do this year is produce passive income in something and take risks. Like I already did it with the NFT, so I don't mind risking it even more. Like I'm still pretty young myself. And around this time is usually when you want to take risks, make mistakes, because in 10 years it's not even gonna matter, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like might as well make risks, and I'll put in all the links to these videos that I watched so y'all can see what I'm talking about. If you want to do your own research, I advise you do your own research. I'm just a guy on the internet that finds all this stuff fascinating because if you think about it, like the traditional way to make money, at least my entire life, what I've seen is you go to school, you graduate high school, you get a job probably while going to college, and then once you graduate college, you might get a job or you might not get a job, and or you might not even want to pursue what you were studying in the first place, so you go back to school to study for something else, and you probably got loans, you're in debt, and like it's just a whole mess, right? And that's the traditional way that I've seen so many people make money, and obviously there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta start off somewhere to make money. But one thing that I do want to try and do before I get a job is produce passive income like that. I think that'd be really cool for me. I think that'd benefit me and my family. So that's what one of my goals this year is, to find a way to produce passive income and try and help everyone else find a way to produce passive income, because I know not many people know about this information that can change their lives, because I've seen it change lives, and if I can help someone out, I'd want to do it. So that's why I'm rambling on about this. But yes. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is play to earn games. Now, I have been studying play to earn games, trying to look for play to earn games where you don't have to spend a dime and you can make something from it. And my luck doing that is pretty bad. I have been doing it for a couple weeks now, and I haven't really found much other than one game that I have been playing. The only game I've been playing for months now, and it's called GodsUnchained. Now, GodsUnchained is a card strategy game, just like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering, but you can actually earn money off of it. There is a Blessing of the Gods event that is coming to an end already, and basically this event was given to the players, and if you played a certain amount of games, won a certain amount of games, they'd pay you in crypto, which is Gods, the Gods token. Right now I just checked, the Gods is worth around $3.03, I believe, $3.03, and I think I own like 62, and I should be getting around like 70 or 71 by the time the event ends, which is cool, because if I decide to hold the Gods token for like, let's say this whole year, and price skyrockets to like $10, 70 times 10, I don't know the math, I don't want to do it. I kind of want to do it, but not really. I think that's $700. That's cool as hell, like if you think about it. And this game has been around for such a long time, and I really wish I had known about it, because there's a thing in the game. So there's 6 gods in this game, and there's something called a gauntlet in the game. If you win a game with someone in the game, you earn flux. Now flux is used to forge cards in the game. So if you have a core card and the core card that's a duplicate, if you forge them together, you make a minted card, and it's an NFT. So flux makes you mint NFTs, which is really cool. Now, if you were to, when you win a game with a god, you earn flux. You can do that 2 more times. So you can earn flux 3 times with each god. Now, if you had been doing that for 2 years, every single day, earning like maybe 1,000 flux a day, just because it's fun, it's a fun game and you really like it, you would have been rewarded so many Gods tokens. I know people earned like 2,000 Gods tokens because of the amount of flux they earned. Just by playing a game. 2,000 Gods tokens. And that's worth $3 right now. 2,000 times 3 is $6,000. If they decide to pull out or just hold, because this game has so much stuff going on, it's crazy. This year, they plan to release a mobile version of the game, which is going to be insane because if anyone knows, I think mobile games can really boost in popularity the game itself, just because everyone is always on their phones. Everyone is always like, what game do I play? What game do I play? Like, what do I want to do on my phone? And this game will allow you to earn money through it. And I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Playing a game and earn money through it, that just sounds ludicrous. I know 10 years ago I wouldn't have believed it, but now it's true. So GodsUnchained, Blessing of the Gods event is insane. I've been able to earn like 60 something gods and more to come. There's also going to be daily challenges in this game, and like so there's going to be daily awards in the game itself, and so there's going to be daily challenges. Like, I don't know what it would be, honestly. They haven't shown anything yet, but like winning the game with a certain god like 6 times a day or something. I don't know, like, that's just an example. And then they pay you in crypto. And then this is the cool part, and I've experienced this. So they pay you in crypto, and there is a website called Immutable X where crypto is sent to. And from there you can send it to your MetaMask wallet, send it to your Coinbase and cash out. But right now the fees are insane with Ethereum, so I'm waiting until the fees aren't as crazy. But what you can do right now is on the website, there is so many cards, and I believe the amount of volume in cards, all the cards put together, I think it's let me look it up. So this is what I wanted to say. The total market cap of these cards all together, all these NFTs, is worth $154 million. And you can trade them with people, you can buy them off people, you can buy and resell them. And it's really cool because I, for one, I bought a card that was worth like 0.6 Gods tokens. And at the time, I think that was like $2.50, and then I sold it for like $3, which is pretty cool. I made a profit off of it. I sold it because I didn't think it was worth it anymore, and I think it's really cool because I didn't even spend a dime on the game. I haven't bought in packs. You can buy packs if you want, and I was able to flip a card, and it was pretty cool. There's also ranked weekend every single weekend. And it's actually going on right now. I should probably play that when this is done, when I'm done editing. But this ranked weekend, you have 25 games. Depending on how many games you win, you get rewards like core packs, but you can also get divine order packs, meaning the cards in those packs are minted, so you can sell them to people if you want, or hold on to them and wait until price goes up, because honestly and truly, this game is not mainstream yet. It's not mainstream yet. And when it does, it will, I know it's gonna blow up. This game is really fun. It's really addictive. So many styles into the game. The game is constantly changing. If there's something that's overpowered in the community, the developers come together and like, okay, we're gonna nerf it so people can come up with other strategies to win the games. They've done that multiple times within the past months. And I know people that hold Gods tokens, they're going to be able to speak their opinion on the game and decide where to take it from there. So like, let's say there's a card that's overpowered. People who have Gods tokens will be able to put in their input on the card and what to do with it, which is just crazy. I know people that hold the token and don't sell it or anything, they're going to be able to stake the token, meaning they're going to put it into a pool of money and people are going to borrow that money from you. And you're going to earn rewards staking it, which is pretty cool. And I can't wait to see how that works. But yeah, this game is crazy. I've seen people sell cards for a lot of money. I know I've made a video on this on my YouTube channel before, and I forgot the exact amount of money a card sold for, but I know it was a lot of money. It was above 10 grand, and I can't wait to see what else this game has. I know me and my cousin, this has been our weekend for the past months. He comes over, we record, we edit, we brainstorm, we do thumbnails. When we're done with all that, or before we even start that, we play Gods, we play Gods, we play Gods. And yeah, that's literally been our weekend. We literally record, edit, film, brainstorm, and then we play Gods and earn money playing the game, which is pretty fucking sweet. This is probably the only game I've seen that is legit. There's nothing else that I've seen where you don't have to spend a dime and you can make money off of it. Like Axie Infinity, you gotta spend money to play it. There's other games that I forget the names of, honestly, because GodsUnchained is the only game I've been playing, and I've been a gamer for so long now. And to find that a card game you can make money off of it, that's fucking cool. I wanted to say that to y'all in case some of y'all are gamers, because I know if you're a gamer and if you've been a gamer your entire life, I know for a fact you've always been like, man, I can't imagine making money playing games and having fun while doing it. That's this game for you. And I can't wait to see what other games there are going to be. Like I said, Daddies Ducks is going to have a game, the NFT project that my cousin went into. The project that I went to is supposed to have a game as well. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. I have faith. And if not, then, oh well, like I have an NFT and I can say I learned from my mistakes and fuck it, right? But that's Play to Earn Gaming in 2022. And I think this year is the year where it really takes off. Last year, it was getting some traction, but I can't wait to see where it is going to be in the next year, because it's really fun. It's crazy to think of, and yeah. Let's see. So, I don't really talk about myself much on the podcast, but I do want to talk about something that has been going on throughout this whole week. I am a streamer. I have been streaming for a while now, but recently I haven't been able to have a consistent schedule, and that's because of the fact that I've been working out every day, and when I get home, it's probably like 7. I still have to eat, I still have to shower, and I'm dead because of the workouts. These workouts have been really killing me this week. Monday, what did I do Monday? On Monday, we did a 2-minute run, 6-minute break, and then 5 300s, and then weight room. On Tuesday, we did a bunch of circuit stuff. We did sleds, we did hills, we did ladders, we did hurdles, mini hurdles, and then we did actual hurdles, and then we did jumps. And then on Wednesday, I ran 10 200s, 5 with spikes, 5 without. And it was cold. Every single day up on Monday through Wednesday was cold. Wednesday, it was drizzling when I was running. Usually, I run, like I said, at 6. But on Wednesday, I had to take my cat to the vet. And I wasn't going to make it to practice because I had to go pick her up. So, on Wednesday, I was running and it was drizzling. I was like, God damn it. This is so fun, but at the same time, god damn it, I'm tired as hell. And at this point, I was already sore as hell, so I don't even know how I was able to run in the cold. And I don't even know how many times I streamed this week because of all the workouts. On Thursday, I did circuit training. Basically, it's 17 exercises. Each exercise lasts 40 seconds and 3 sets. So that's a lot of stuff. It lasts over like 30 minutes. And you're just in the same spot the entire time. And yesterday was Friday, and I just ran for 20 minutes and stretched a lot because, like I said, I've been sore. Haven't been able to stream that much this week because of that fact. And I'm not sure how much I'll be able to stream. Hopefully I can keep on streaming, especially since school's gonna come around. So I'm gonna have to figure it out, on top of the fact that podcast streaming running, helping out in school, and all this stuff. So I'll have to figure it out. We'll see what happens. I do know that streaming is really fun, and I enjoy it a lot. And hopefully I can keep on doing it. But yeah, that's something that I want to talk about that I've been doing. And yesterday today's Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. I went to a store called Rags Revenge, and like copped this sweater, I guess you can say. I'll probably do some B-roll because y'all probably cannot see this, but I'll do some B-roll on this. It's a cool sweater. It was half off, so I was like, hell yeah. I'm supposed to post that I'm wearing this and tag them so I can get $5 off the next purchase I do there. So I will be doing that. But yeah, the store is in McAllen. It's a cool place, honestly. There's a lot of stuff there. A lot of cool clothes. I believe what they do, what my girlfriend was telling me, is they thrift their stuff, and then they do their own twist to it. They add stuff to it, and then they resell it for more. So if you're thinking of going thrifting there, you can't really, because some of the stuff can be a little pricey, just so you know ahead of time. But their stuff is really good though, so it's kind of worth it. This was $45, but it was half off, so I bought it for like 20 something. That's why I got it. If not, I don't know if I would have bought anything. There was another shirt, I don't know, but the store is really cool. Apparently, one of my friends from high school, his girlfriend owns the store, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, we went to the store. She bought this little vest that was like white. I know it's a vest. It's not. It's cut right because it's a vest, and it's fluffy from the inside. It looks cool. And then we went to go eat Cane's, and I didn't even know Cane's had a burger. I didn't know they had a sandwich. I was like, what? So I tried it. It was pretty good. I ate like a freaking pig, dude. I was stuffed. And then we went to go watch Spider-Man, my second time. And my god, is that movie so good. Watching it again, I was like, dude, this movie's too good. It shouldn't even be a thing, dude. Like, this movie was like fan service, honestly. And if y'all have not seen the movie, what are you doing, bro? Like, maybe I'll say spoilers. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put, this is your warning, spoilers. So, I really want to talk about the fact that Green Goblin in this fucking movie is a straight menace, dude. When he body slams him through 5 floors, it's like, holy shit, the movie just went dark. It's a fucking horror movie. And obviously the people that came back, seeing the old Spider-Mans come back was fucking cool as hell, dude. But yeah, no more spoilers. We went to go watch the movie, and the entire time my girlfriend was like looking at me if I was gonna cry. She was like, "Are you gonna cry now?" And I cried in one of the scenes. I'm not gonna say just because I already said no spoilers, but I did cry in one of the scenes. And there was a couple next to us, dude. Dude, the guy next to me, dude, he was bawling his eyes out for like a good while. Like, this man was like, it was weird because he didn't seem like the guy to cry, and he was like laughing most of the movie. Dude, my man started crying, dude, and I heard some sniffles throughout the theater. I was like, god damn. Like, that's how I was like that too though, but that movie's too good. It shouldn't even be a thing, man. But after that, I got home, and I actually started working on the intro for today's episode. Hopefully y'all enjoy the intro. I was actually, the intro was cool because I was telling my cousin, like, dude, what's the intro gonna be for our podcast? Like, I don't know what to do for it. This was in the very beginning, and my cousin came up with an intro that's really fucking cool. It's like the cemetery and the bats and the bone, the skull coming out. And since it's my turn to record, film, edit all alone, I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I was like, what if I got all of the clips from the past and just merged them together with a song in the background going hard, and that's the intro, like all of the memories we've created so far in the podcast. And yeah, I actually saw a TikTok, I don't know which podcast this was, but they were talking about how they got a question asked, and it was, what what should I start a podcast? I want to start a podcast, or should I? Should I do it? What should I do? And the guy's advice was like perfect. He was like, do it. Just hit record on something and just fucking talk, dude. Just talk about something, cause you're gonna thank yourself, like 40 years later, seeing like all the memories you created with your friends or family, and even just now, like it's only been 5 months, and seeing like all of the videos of us like just messing around and creating memories is really cool. And all of the edits that we've done, it's really nice to see like all of that play out and see like a dream come true. Cause when we first started it, I don't know if we talked about this, but when we first recorded, me and my cousin, we're very antisocial. We don't like talking, and we're like, dude, how the fuck are we supposed to start a podcast if we can't even like make a conversation in public? How are we supposed to talk for like an hour or more? And it was pretty funny, because like now, the last episode we talked for like 2 hours, and it was like at some point we couldn't even do that. So it's pretty crazy to see that. Pretty crazy to see the improvement that we've had for the past couple of months and see where it goes from there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. Okay, so there is one more topic I want to talk about, and I don't know when this was, but I had asked if there was any topics that someone wanted us to talk about, like the viewers. And this topic, I don't know which other topics there were. I just remember this one because it was a pretty good topic, and it was by my boy Jay. So shout out Jay. I know he said I was gonna say I know I did tell him I was gonna shout him out. So shout out Jay. That man's just pumping in the gym. I see him all the time posting. But anyways, his topic was a point in your life where you wanted to give up and how you got over it. And that's perfect. I think that's a really good topic to think of. I know most of life you're going through adversity. So I want to think of a time where I was going through adversity, and I'll tell you how I overcome it. And I believe it was last year around this time, actually. Around this time last year, I was trading Forex, and trading Forex is legit. I've made money from it. It's fucking crazy. It's the hardest skill to learn, though, honestly. Hardest skill to learn in the world. I'm still learning about it. I've been reading this book. Hopefully I don't drop shit. I've been reading this book by Mark Douglas, The Disciplined Trader. If you're trading currencies, crypto, anything, stocks, anything, this is the book to read. But I was trading around this time. I had a 4-figure account, meaning it was $1,000 or above. It could have been more, but less than 10 grand because it's 5 figures. And I had built this up by myself, and dude, it was going crazy. Like, I was like, dude, I had a job at the time, and the only job I've ever had, and I quit it because I was like, dude, I'm making more doing this. And then what happened was I got COVID. Before this, I was running and working out like crazy. I was still working out. I wasn't in school anymore. I wasn't doing track. I was just doing it for my own physical health. And I got COVID, and then I blew my account, meaning I lost all the money in my account. And then I couldn't even jog for like 2 minutes because I couldn't breathe from the symptoms I had from COVID. I was so tired the entire time. I was extremely exhausted. So I lost my physical health. I lost my money that I had made the past couple of months. And I lost friends along the way too. I lost a lot of friends and family. I know my cousin Oliver and Josue, I stopped talking to them for a while because of what I was doing. So I had lost so much stuff, except my girlfriend was probably the only one that stuck with me. So I love her so much. And my family, obviously. But like I had lost so much stuff. All the money I had built up, the health I had, my mentality just went straight downhill from there. Friends I had made for the past couple of years. I know I had sold my PS4, which is like, what the fuck. Like, I was a gamer. If you knew me personally, you know, I would game all the time. So I had lost all this shit, and I was like, I didn't even have a job. I wasn't going to school. I had lost all this stuff, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And honestly, all that shit happened to me. I made a video on my Envision with Victor account talking about the whole pyramid scheme shit and all that. But the way I overcame it was, I think I'd say time. Time healed all of the stuff that had happened. I think, who says it? I think Ski or Juice WRLD said time is like the best remedy for anything that happens, like breakup or anything. And I think I'd like to say that is true. I know the first couple of months after I got well from COVID, I was still like not really sure what to do. I was lost. I was pretty sad because of what had happened. But I think just letting yourself feel all of the emotions, let it go through you, is the first step. Accept the emotions, don't deny them. Talk to it about someone. If you can't talk to someone, try and write on the journal what you're feeling. Watch videos that can give you inspiration. I know I personally watched Ralph Smart. I would watch, I think Ralph Smart's the main one that I watch now if I watch something about that. But anything that can get you inspired or keep you off a negative mindset. If you're listening to music that's kind of sad and negative, try and slow it down. Take it back a step with that and listen to more positive stuff. Try and do more things for you, like meditation also helped me a lot. What else did I do? I think trying to find a hobby that is positive for you to fill in the hole that you have from all the stuff that happened. I think mine was streaming. Streaming is what it was for me, because I had always wanted to play games, and I was a streamer at some point in Fortnite back in the day. Like, no one really watched me, and also on YouTube. So that's what I started doing. I started streaming. I started YouTube. I started getting equipment for it. And at that time also, my cousin brought me the idea of the podcast, and now I'm doing it now, which is just ironic how things work. But yeah, feel the emotions, talk about it to someone, write it out, listen to more positive things, try and meditate. And if there's anything that's negative around your life, try and cut it off, because that negativity you're feeling is already bad enough. You don't want anything else that's negative to come and pull you down even more. Try and cut it off if you can. I think those are the things that I would want to tell someone. How I got through my stuff. And yeah, I think that might be it for today's podcast episode. I know it was just me. Hopefully I kept everyone entertained. I don't think I've ever done a video where I sit down and talk for like an hour or so. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I hope it's above an hour, because that was my goal. I don't think I could do anything for 2 hours yet. The topics I had, I hope they keep you entertained. So like a brief rundown on what I talked about. Oliver getting sick. COVID taking over. First time I do everything alone. And our first NFTs, the Helium Miner, the Awair Element, GodsUnchained, the workouts I've been doing and going back to school, and how I got over a time where I was in a dark place. Those are the topics for today. 9. I hope it's 9 or more or less. I don't know. I can't count, bro. I can. But yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing day. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all like the setup. This is the desk I got. I actually hadn't had a desk in fucking months. I got the Mandalorian right here. The homie. Baby Yoda, the other homie, they were here. The Death Star. I got some books, I got some comics, got some pops. I don't know if y'all can see the pops, but yeah, this was the setup. It was in my room. My ring light is right here. Y'all should be seeing that. I was recording myself getting ready to record, so I think that should be a cool aspect into the video. But I believe that's gonna be it, y'all. I hope you have a good day.
If you watched it this far, I appreciate you. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. And peace, bitch. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't bad. Oh, I gotta do the other shit, dude. Wait a second. Fuck. Hopefully I can get this before this finishes.
2020 vision, I can see it so clear. Telling my world that I love her when she see me on the TV. Missing all old friends, miss the old lifestyle. But I got bigger things coming, at least for a girl, Bitch, she lonely, now she see me at the top.